Hey everyone, let's talk about something that's a huge step for any developer. Taking that project you've been working on locally and finally putting it up on GitHub. We're going to walk through it, step by step.
So you've done it. You've been grinding away, hours, maybe even days, coding up a storm, and your project is finally working. But it's just sitting there on your computer. So now what? How do you get it out into the world, or even just back it up somewhere safe?
And that is where GitHub steps in. The best way to think about it is as a home for your project on the internet. But it's so much more than just storage. It's the place where you can save your work on it with other people, and, really importantly, show off what you can do. It's your launch pad.
So here's the game plan, and trust me, it's way simpler than it sounds. It really just breaks down into two main parts. First, we'll set up an empty space for your project on the GitHub website. Then we'll hook up our local files from our computer and send them up there. That's the whole thing.
All right, let's dive into part one, creating that online space, your online repository. This is what I like to call the launchpad. And the best part is, this whole section happens right in your browser. No scary command line yet.
Okay, first things first, get yourself logged into your GitHub account. Right there on your main page, you're going to see a big New button, or maybe a little plus icon. Just give that a click and choose New Repository from the menu. This is square one.
Okay, next up, the name. And you might think it's just a name, but trust me, this is important. You want to pick something clear, something descriptive that tells you exactly what the project is. You'll be so glad you did later on.
Now you've got a really important choice to make. Public or private? Public means literally anyone can see your code, which is awesome for your portfolio or for open source stuff. Private means you control who sees it. For a lot of projects, starting out private is a pretty good idea.
And that's pretty much it for the website part. Just smash that big green Create Repository button and you are done. You've officially carved out a little piece of the internet for your code. See, that wasn't so bad.
Okay, part one is done. Easy, right? Now let's switch gears and head over to your own computer. This is part two, your command center, where we'll get your files ready for their big trip online.
All right, deep breath. We're about to open the command line. I know, it can look a little scary with all the text, but it's an incredibly powerful tool. On Windows, that's going to be PowerShell or CMD. On a Mac, you're looking for Terminal. This is where we talk directly to the computer.
Now, before we type a single command, we have to do something crucial. We need to be in the right folder. Think about it. You can't pack a suitcase if you're not in the right room, right? We use the CD command, which just means change directory, to move right into our project folder.
Okay, hold on. Before we go any further, we need to do a quick prerequisite check. This is a big one, so don't skip it. Everything we're about to do relies on a program called Git. Just type git-version and hit enter. If you see a version number pop up, you're golden. If not, you've got to pause and install Git first.
Awesome. Now that we know Git is ready to go, our first real command is to initialize it. What does that even mean? It's basically us telling Git, hey, pay attention to this folder right here. I want you to start keeping track of everything that happens inside it.
And the command couldn't be simpler. It's just git init. That's it. Type that, hit enter, and just like that, you've turned a regular old folder into a local Git repository. Git is now officially on the job.
Okay, so Git is now watching our folder. The next step is to decide what we're actually sending. It's like putting all your files into a cardboard box before you ship it. We have to tell Git exactly which files to pack for this first delivery.
And to do that, we use the command git add dot. The period here is super important. It's a little shortcut that just means grab everything in this folder and put it in the box. This stages all your files, getting them ready for the next step.
So all our files are in the box. Now we need to seal it up and write on the outside what's inside. In the world of Git, this is called a commit. It's like taking a snapshot of your project at this very moment. And that message you write, that's your note to your future self, explaining what you did. It's incredibly useful.
So the command for this looks like this: git commit -m initial commit. The -m just stands for message, and what's in the quotes is our label. For the very first one, initial commit is the classic choice. It's the standard way to say, here's the starting point.
We are so close. Seriously, the hard part is over. We've got our local project all packed up, and we've got our empty home waiting online. Now we just need to make the final connection between the two and push our code up.
Okay, quick, jump back over to your web browser.
See that repository page we made? You're looking for the HTTPS URL. It's basically the street address for your project's online home. Just find that and copy it to your clipboard.
All right, back to the command line one last time. We're going to type git remote add origin and then just paste that URL you copied. All this command does is tell your local folder, hey, when it's time to go, that address is where you're going. It's like drawing the map.
This is it, the moment of truth. Everything is prepped, the connection is made, it is time for liftoff. Your project is about to go live for real.
And the last command you need to type is git push origin main. This is the command that actually sends your code up to GitHub. And a quick note here, a lot of old tutorials might say master, but the new standard is main, so stick with that. Hit enter and watch the magic happen.
And that's it. You did it. Seriously, go back to your GitHub page in your browser, give it a refresh, and bam, all your files are there. Your project is safe, sound, and online accessible from anywhere. Congratulations.
Look, you haven't just uploaded some files. You've officially put your work out there, joining this massive global community. It's a huge step. So that just leaves one question. What are you going to build and share next?